my friends. October. October? Oh, rude. I feel accosted. I'm like, this year, I mean, mama had a baby, so everything's been wild. But if I had to guess, and with all of the folks I've been doing readings for and collaborating with, this year has definitely been this like sneaky transformation. Like, I feel like everybody's been like, yeah, I've been working on some stuff, but I'm taking my time and letting it evolve. And now all of a sudden we're like, October. So I want to keep this light as best I can, but you know, how do you serve this kind of medicine? Um, I believe if I'm giving you the most honest read that I can, I feel like this is the month to let this shit die. What needs to die? We have all of this conversation that's always like, I'm releasing everything that no longer serves me, and I'm releasing and I'm letting it go, which is beautiful and powerful. Okay. No judgment, just jokes. Y'all know me. Um, but at the same time, I feel like because even in life, we don't like talking about death, we don't like deaths, we don't the we don't like it. It's scary, but it's also like this is the most cliche and also like obvious thing. It's like we're going into a season where things are dying. Leaves are changing, they're falling off, and they're also it's like where it shows you how beautiful death and transformation can be. So it's like how can you walk yourself through this thing? Because if I had to guess for you, there are a lot of things that need to die. Not that you need to let go of. It's like, that's done. It is dead. I have been carrying this and holding on to it, and it's dead. Like, if you start to think about what are the parts of yourself, of your relationships, of your work, all of this stuff, your identity that you've been walking around with, and imagine showing up with like a bouquet of dead flowers. That's what you're doing, right? Where are those spaces where you are holding on to things where it's dead, it's done? Like, and until we let that go and really shed that, there's no room for any growth. There's no room for these new things. And there's going to be a lot of grief that happens this month. I think in a very beautiful way, right? I think grief is always this thing, or even if you're thinking about literal death of losing loved ones, where it's this thing of like that grief is because there's love with nowhere to go. That it is this feeling of like, I think there's a way to gently allow those things to die. And not that we're letting go of them. It's like we are allowing. How can you have a spiritual funeral for the things that you no longer need? Not that I'm going to leave it that simple. I'll be talking about that more on some episodes here in October on the podcast. I'll be talking about it a lot in the videos that I'm offering on all social media. So fun plug, friends. Please grab an energy reading if that's something you're kind of coming into something. Maybe all this is resonating for you. I have been offering and doing more and more of them, and they're so much fun connecting with all of you. Again, this whole thing is about creating authentic and engaged community. So please reach out. And so those readings are $222. Of course they are. If you need a payment plan, anything like that, reach out to me. Let's talk, you guys. I didn't get into this for the money. Do you know what I mean? So let's heal you. Let's get you healed, girl. No, so reach out for that. I'm also going to be doing another group reading workshop. So this is a great way to get involved. And this will be October, Thursday, the 12th at 8 p.m. That's Eastern Standard Time. And again, if you can't join live, you will get the recording. And that's only $22. So come, we're going to be talking about all of these themes. So if you're watching this and you're like, holy shit, I feel like she's talking to me, I am. So come to the group reading. Let's talk about it. This is everything that we're going to be diving into and talking about. This is a great place if you are somebody who wants to share and get feedback. You can also do that in the group reading. It's completely appropriate. And if you're somebody who's like, listen, I'm just here for a good time, but I'm also trying to hang back, wallflowers are welcome. Do you feel me? So I've got that going on. I also have 4 upcoming events that you're going to be able to attend if you're here in the Atlanta area. Those are going to be happening at Phoenix and Dragon Bookstore in Sandy Springs. So the body of this newsletter will have all of the links, all of the information, and all season long, I'll be promoting them. But I hope wherever you are, and I can feel the energy of all of the things that we have to really let go of. And I think this season is offering us like it almost really makes me emotional of like just the beautiful, like, let's let it go in this spooky season and all of like the skulls and the death of it all. Like, let's keep it light. It doesn't have to be, yes, there's grief. And I can feel all of that of like, if it wasn't hard, we already would have let all of these things die, right? Clearly there's something difficult about it, but that's okay. How can we do it anyway? And I think this is the great season to do that. And also, then it allows us, like, through these easier months of like November and December, of kind of nursing those parts of ourselves that feel really raw, and into January and February, so that when we're coming into March and April, we're really blooming into this whole new part of ourselves. And it's the part of ourselves that's been there, that's been wanting to emerge and show up. And it's okay that it's taken a little bit longer. So I wanted to do a quick card pull for us kind of around these themes. So as always, I'm going to go quiet for a minute and just say a prayer for me and for you. Huh. So this was the first card. I pulled it off the bottom of the deck, and we've gotten this card before, but I was like, I was going to try to pull another one, and I just kept being like, no, I think that bottom card is what it is, because I felt like I just picked it up and I'm like, death is at the bottom. It's like, this is just the card. So we have received this card before, but I love it. It's kind of hard to see, but it's the protection card. And I love that idea. So I'm actually going to read exactly what it says from here, if we can find it right now. Oh, it was the first one I went to. So this is your guardian oak. In many traditions, the oak tree is associated with wisdom, strength, and protection. One of the many remarkable things about the oak tree is that from the smallest acorn, a powerful tree of enormous size can spring forth and live for hundreds of years. The roots of the oak go as deep into the earth as its branches into the sky. The oak is honored for its expanse, its nobility, and its endurance. Additionally, its tendency to attract lightning confirmed in the minds of many ancients that the oak represented life force, vitality, and strength. Many cultures revered the oak and honored the living spirit within it. They believed that it was a mystic doorway in the oak tree through which one could travel into inner worlds. Oak is one of the most compelling symbols for protection. The sacred landscape wants you to know one of the most potent signs on the sacred landscape in the ancient oak. It carries numerous meanings. You are protected, you can weather anything, and your roots go deep. You are brave and you can survive anything. Stand strong. You carry the energy of a leader and you have great authority in life. Great wisdom is expanding within you, and others sense this. This card is also meant to protect your assets, to take guard, and protect your home, your loved ones, and yourself. So that's what I really love about this. I think so much, like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, that's all we need. That's what we want to feel, is we want to know that we're going to be okay. We want to have something that almost like takes care of us through this death process, through this grieving process. So that's just what I want to offer you, is like, when you get into those places where it's like, I don't know if I can do this. Imagine yourself with your back against that oak tree and just knowing that it's like, you're protected. It's okay. It's time to let that go, and that you are protected, and just really feeling the power of that oak tree. Bonus if you're near an oak tree, baby. You know what I mean? But that's, I think it's as simple as that. I don't think we need this tower card and we need like it's like, this is the death. Like, I don't think these are new things that you're being asked to shed. I think you've known it. I think you've been carrying it. Like I said, I think you've been carrying these dead flowers around. Like, you look like a taxidermist at this point. You're carrying around so much dead shit, and being like, but it could still be alive. It's like, no, it's a dead raccoon and it's terrifying. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I think this card feels so applicable, which is like, it's safe now. It's safe to let it die. It's safe to have this spiritual funeral, that it's time and you are protected and it's safe. It's time to do it. And it's time to go. That's all she wrote. Friends, I'm so grateful that you're here. We have so many amazing, amazing people coming on the Rachel LaForce show this season. So if you haven't, and you've been like, oh, I've been wanting to check out the podcast, please do. You can always go to my YouTube. It's the Rachel LaForce show, and check out everything there. All of those links are here. So there's just so much exciting things going on, and the immense amount of gratitude that I have for each and every one of you for being here. That makes me, knowing going into this season and the things that I need to let die, that it is safe to do so because you guys are here and you're doing it with me. No hyperbole. All right. Stay in it. Stay light. Love you, mean it.